it's a bit of a tough adjustment in our house, but it's good. I mean, I have two other daughters, so my oldest is very into the baby, but my middle child, not so much. But we're thinking of keeping her.
Does she like play with her? What does she think?
Well, she sort of like pretends to play with her. So like in the beginning, our oldest is like loving on her, and she's like very maternal, and then our middle daughter is just keeps away from her.
I f***ed up. That is a fail on my part. One thing you should know about me is I will admit and apologize when I fail.
Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni. Fresh details are coming to light, and they might just turn the tables on what we thought we knew. A massive collection of behind-the-scenes footage has reportedly surfaced, and the buzz is that it captures Lively's candid thoughts on Baldoni's creative direction for a highly anticipated film adaptation, with both fans and industry insiders speculating about the contents. One question looms large. Will this footage expose the cracks that started it all, or reveal a deeper story behind their very public fallout? The saga began with high hopes and even higher expectations. Blake Lively, celebrated for her talent and star power, was cast in the lead role of a film adaptation that promised heartfelt storytelling and emotional depth. Justin Baldoni, known for his knack for crafting emotionally charged narratives, was set to direct and co-produce the project. While Ryan Reynolds was never officially attached as a producer, rumors swirled that his influence, both direct and indirect, was helping shape production decisions. The project seemed destined for success, with fans eagerly anticipating a film that would honor the beloved novel it was based on. But, behind the scenes, tensions were quietly brewing. Creative disagreements began to surface over key elements like character arcs, costume design, and comedic tone. Baldoni reportedly worried that leaning too far into lavish costumes or humor risked overshadowing the emotional core of the story. Meanwhile, Lively's team defended her input as strategic creativity, insisting she was modernizing the narrative to resonate with today's audience and align with the brand she's built over the years. At first, these clashes were seen as typical for any large-scale production. But, as time went on, the disagreements escalated. Lively eventually filed a formal complaint, alleging she felt sidelined and undervalued during the process. Baldoni fired back, publicly disputing her claims with text messages, scheduling notes, and behind-the-scenes logs that he said proved Lively's active and enthusiastic participation for much of the collaboration. He suggested that her public outcry was more about gaining leverage to shape the film to her vision than about any real mistreatment. Now, with the emergence of this behind-the-scenes footage, the stakes have risen even higher. Industry insiders are bracing for what this unreleased material might reveal. Was Lively's early enthusiasm genuine? And did it later sour for legitimate reasons? Or does this footage support Baldoni's version of events, showing a more complicated dynamic at play? And hey, before we continue further with the video, if you want to keep up with the latest celebrity scandals, behind-the-scenes drama, and all the tea that pays our bills, seriously, my coffee addiction isn't going to fund itself? Hit that subscribe button. You'll never miss a video, and we'll never miss a rent payment. It's a win-win. We always tease each other. He was, after I gave birth, he was like, oh my gosh, if I lost you and I, went to the park with our 3 kids, I mean, think of the ladies. This is a horrible thing to say. And he's like, I mean, I've got a long list. And I was like, oh really? Cause I just have one on my list. It's funny, and it's always so much more for Burr, and he's like, wait, who? And I was like, Chinese, think of someone so you're saying, right? Bomb to heart, I don't know, shit. The fallout from their collaboration has gone far beyond typical Hollywood disagreements, spiraling into a high-stakes legal and creative drama that's captivated the entire entertainment industry. With new revelations surfacing, this battle of egos and artistic visions might take a surprising turn. At the center of the storm is Baldoni's jaw-dropping $400 million defamation lawsuit. Claiming his reputation and career prospects have been irreparably damaged, the filmmaker has drawn a line in the sand, escalating what started as a behind-the-scenes conflict into one of Hollywood's most expensive and publicized disputes. While fans of the original novel are invested in the drama, the case has garnered attention from across the entertainment world, thanks in part to the star power of Lively, Baldoni, and Ryan Reynolds. Adding fuel to the fire are rumors of explosive leaks. Baldoni's legal team has hinted at releasing private text threads, production footage, and other communications, which they claim could reshape public perception. Whispers of candid moments caught on tape have already ignited intense speculation online. Among the most intriguing rumors are unreleased clips allegedly showing Lively praising creative decisions she would later criticize. If true, these moments could challenge her narrative about being blindsided by certain stylistic and tonal choices in the film. The unreleased footage, according to insiders, reportedly captures Lively enthusiastically discussing plot points, comedic beats, and even wardrobe decisions during production. This stands in stark contrast to her more recent claims that these elements were detrimental to the project or imposed without her input. If these clips reveal her praising Baldoni's understated costume designs or lauding emotionally charged scenes, they might complicate her argument that she was sidelined creatively. The question now is, how much of her critique holds up under scrutiny? At the heart of the conflict lies a creative clash. Baldoni, sources close to him say, was committed to preserving the emotional depth of the novel, including its portrayal of financial struggles and personal resilience. On the other hand, Lively reportedly pushed for a modernized approach, incorporating glamorous costumes and comedic moments to broaden the film's appeal. The two visions couldn't have been more different, and that divide was reflected both on set and in the final product. Fans have also weighed in, especially after seeing images of Lively in extravagant outfits during filming, looks that didn't align with the modest, struggling protagonist from the original story. While some criticized her for straying too far from the source material, her supporters argued that her choices were deliberate, designed to attract a wider audience while maintaining the novel's essence. After all, Lively has built a career on her sense of style and comedic charm, and many believe these qualities could elevate the film. But the newly hinted footage could shift the narrative entirely. If it reveals Lively embracing Baldoni's vision early on, it might suggest that the rift wasn't about clashing ideas, but perhaps evolving perspectives, or something even deeper. On the flip side, if the footage confirms her frustrations, it could validate her stance and raise questions about the production process itself. As the entertainment world watches this drama unfold, one thing is clear: the stakes are higher than ever. Will the leaks vindicate Baldoni's artistic direction, or expose cracks in his narrative? Could they strengthen Lively's case, or will they undercut her claims? For now, the public is left guessing. But with both sides unwilling to back down, this Hollywood feud is far from over. What do you think about this situation? Spill the tea in the comments below. Is Team Blake or Team Justin in the right? Or are you just here for the popcorn-worthy chaos? We want to hear it all. So it's a bit of a tough adjustment in our house, but it's good. I mean, I have two other daughters, so my oldest is very into the baby, but my middle child, not so much. But we're thinking of keeping her. Yeah. Does she like play with her? What does she think? Well, does she sort of like pretends to play with her? So like in the beginning, our oldest is like loving on her and she's like very maternal. And then our middle daughter is just keeps away from her. Adding fuel to the fire is the alleged involvement of Ryan Reynolds. Though uncredited, sources claim he played a significant behind-the-scenes role, offering script notes and pushing for a lighter, more comedic tone, moves Baldoni reportedly resisted to preserve the story's emotional depth. Now, speculation is swirling that the unreleased footage could reveal moments where Lively praised Reynolds' input, or even clashed with Baldoni over creative choices. The timeline of Lively's discontent is also under scrutiny. While she's claimed her dissatisfaction brewed for months, Baldoni paints a very different picture, insisting collaboration was smooth, until creative demands began spiraling. If the footage shows Lively engaged and excited late into production, it could cast doubt on her narrative, or reveal an abrupt shift in the working environment. And then there's the mystery singer, an alleged close friend of Lively, who reportedly shaped some of the film's comedic elements. Was their influence a game changer or a distraction? Fans are divided, with some seeing this collaboration as a creative boost, while others side with Baldoni, arguing the story lost its emotional core. As the controversy unfolds, one thing is clear: the tension isn't just behind the scenes anymore. Fans of the novel are heartbroken, fearing the adaptation has strayed too far from its original tone, while producers are watching nervously, hoping this drama doesn't overshadow the movie's big debut. Alright, gossip lovers, you've made it this far? Don't stop now. The juiciest bits are always at the end. And trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. If you've enjoyed this roller coaster of drama, and let's be real, who doesn't love a good celebrity feud? Smash that like. The phrase "loses it" has repeatedly popped up on social media, sparking speculation that the usually poised actress has struggled with the pressure on set. Could the project's public image be headed for disaster before it even hits theaters? Let's dive into the twists and turns of this Hollywood mystery. In an industry where public perception is everything, every little leak, whether true or exaggerated, can change the trajectory of a film's reception. And Blake Lively, despite her status as a beloved A-lister, finds herself at the center of controversy. Behind the scenes, there have been leaks, some saying she was visibly frustrated with certain aspects of the production, while others insist these clips are only part of the story. Her team has been vocal in defending her, claiming that these leaks don't tell the full picture, and that out-of-context moments shouldn't define her entire experience. Among the leaked footage, there's one recurring theme. Blake allegedly felt overlooked during key moments of production, but the footage isn't all bad news for the actress. Some clips even show her praising director Baldoni for his methods, particularly his ability to pull authentic, emotional performances from the cast. This creates a glaring contradiction. If she was genuinely excited about Baldoni's directorial choices, how could she have felt so sidelined? Her supporters argue that while there were moments of praise, those shouldn't erase the tension that built up later on in the project. After all, a film of this scale, with so many creative minds involved, can evolve in unpredictable ways. Personal relationships, especially with trusted colleagues, can add another layer of complexity. The most talked about incident? A so-called meltdown at a meeting held at Blake and Ryan Reynolds' property. According to Baldoni, the meeting was meant to finalize key stunt logistics, but tensions flared when comments about training allegedly sparked a heated exchange. Rumor has it that Reynolds misunderstood certain remarks as critiques of Blake's physical abilities, leading to raised voices and the eventual removal of a pivotal scene. If footage from that day surfaces, it could either corroborate or contradict the various claims. Was it truly just a logistical discussion gone wrong, or did personal emotions run deep? Baldoni's team insists it was all a misunderstanding, while Blake's side emphasizes that by that point, the atmosphere on set had become so strained that even a casual meeting was bound to lead to conflict. As the pressure mounts, it seems both sides are gearing up for a legal battle. Baldoni's lawyer has hinted that there might be even more behind-the-scenes material waiting to drop, leaving everyone wondering if the true story will ever come to light. Behind the scenes, the tension between Lively and Baldoni is palpable. On one hand, Lively's camp worries about compromising footage that could completely disrupt her version of events. On the other, Baldoni's team is on edge, knowing that a single clip could shift public perception and destroy the carefully crafted narrative they've built. Both parties are walking a tightrope. Any slip-up could turn this into a full-blown media frenzy. But it's not just the personal drama causing headaches. Industry insiders are starting to worry about the future of the film. Some producers and investors are pulling back, afraid that sinking more money into a project tangled up in legal mess and public drama might be a losing bet. Still, others remain hopeful, recalling how high-profile Hollywood disputes have flared up before, only to fade into the background once the final product hits theaters. But with all eyes on this case, it's impossible to ignore the level of scrutiny that's making this situation even more intense. For fans of the original novel, the stakes are even higher. They were hoping for a faithful adaptation, something that would capture the emotional depth of the story and highlight the growth of the characters. But now, with the constant stream of behind-the-scenes drama, there's a real concern that the film could become something entirely different. Comedic rewrites, flashy visuals, and friction between the creatives could overshadow the very essence of what they loved about the book. The question on everyone's mind: is this dispute really about creative differences, or is it just a clash of personalities and reputations? As the leaks continue, Lively's carefully crafted public image is at risk. Known for her likability and approachability, any suggestion that she's manipulating the narrative could seriously backfire. New footage is rumored to show her praising specific scenes, applauding Baldoni's direction. But could these moments be turned against her? Baldoni's legal team is likely ready to present these positive exchanges as proof that Lively was fully on board, challenging her claims of creative dissatisfaction. Yet, Lively's advocates argue that those compliments don't negate the possibility that her feelings changed as the process unfolded. After all, in a creative environment, things can shift quickly, and what felt right one day might feel completely wrong the next. At the heart of this battle is the question, who's telling the truth and who's playing the game? As more leaks surface and the legal drama unfolds, it's clear that both Lively and Baldoni are staking everything on their ability to control the narrative. Will the footage reveal Lively as a manipulative force, or will it show a woman trying to have her voice heard in a system stacked against her? With every new clip that emerges, the stakes climb higher, leaving fans, critics, and industry insiders alike hanging on every word. In Hollywood, loyalty is currency, but self-preservation? That's gold. And when you see Taylor Swift silent on the drama, or Ryan Reynolds keeping it low-key, you know the flames are hotter than the LA sun. This isn't just a celebrity spat, it's a full-blown saga unfolding in real time, with everyone whispering behind closed doors about what really went down. Sources claim Blake Lively might have sabotaged her own relationships, while others are wondering if her A-list pals are just waiting for the storm to pass. Some say they're avoiding being subpoenaed in what could escalate into a legal mess. And let's just say, some of those loyal friends, they're definitely not rushing to defend her. The silence is deafening. What makes this even juicier? Justin's side of the story seems to be dominating the media, and insiders are dropping receipts. Blake, once the darling of Hollywood, allegedly had bigger plans while filming It Ends With Us. Sources suggest she wanted more creative control, a hefty paycheck, and possibly an executive producer credit. But when she was turned down, rumors of harassment allegations against Justin followed soon after. Was it a coincidence? Or a strategy? The timeline has left many scratching their heads. Things aren't looking great for Blake right now. On top of that, Justin's team reportedly has even more evidence, from receipts to old DMs, making it clear that Blake might have miscalculated the power play of a lifetime. In Hollywood, power moves can turn into career killers, faster than you can say franchise deal. But wait, no scandal is complete without some spicy rumors. Word on the street? Blake and Justin allegedly had some intense chemistry on set. Flirty texts, a few too many emojis, and fans are wondering if things went beyond friendship. Did Blake catch feelings? Was she rejected? Then went nuclear with the accusations? As always, Justin's keeping quiet, letting the speculation run wild. Meanwhile, Blake might be cringing every time someone mentions that winky face emoji she sent. In Tinseltown, no secret stays buried for long. And then there's Justin's lawyer, teasing even more evidence to come. Emails, DMs, maybe even old cameo videos. Blake's PR team is likely in full damage control mode right now, hoping they don't get caught in the crossfire. As Hollywood watches, perched on the edge of their seats, wondering if Ryan Reynolds will drop one of his signature snarky tweets, or if Taylor Swift is drafting a breakup anthem about betrayal, the tension is building. So, what does all this mean for Blake? She's in full damage control mode, but with every new receipt Justin's team releases, the walls are closing in. If this goes on much longer, she might have no choice but to settle, or fight back and risk exposing even more skeletons. Is this checkmate for Blake, or does she have a hidden card up her sleeve? With all the negative press and Hollywood's elite pulling away, it's hard to imagine how she'll get her image back. It'll take one heck of a PR spin to turn things around. But, if we know Hollywood, the drama is just getting started. The next court date, the next bombshell, anything could happen. Fans are already speculating. Will Ryan Reynolds break his silence? Will Taylor pen a song titled, "Tables Have Turned"? The possibilities are endless, and you're going to want a front row seat to every twist. So, where does that leave us? Blake Lively's squeaky clean reputation might be a thing of the past, as her Hollywood peers circle like vultures. On the other hand, Justin Baldwin's looking cooler than ever, calm, collected, and with more receipts than a shopping spree at Saks. If you think this legal saga is slowing down, think again. It's about to get even juicier, so hit that like button, subscribe, and share this with your friends who live for drama. Because this roller coaster isn't stopping anytime soon. Stay messy, stay blessed, and I'll catch you on the next scandalous update. Hollywood never runs out of plot twists.